Okay, welcome to Crackers and Milk. This is your host, David. Mike and Jake are joining me tonight, which is okay.
But I've been with this program.
Yes,
You have.
Okay.
But, I'm trying to spread the love as best I can.
I know
didn't
we
make
don't-
no big cookies tonight.
We don't have a shirt with,
Yeah. It's got to be like Jake, Mike, Dave. Or Dave, Jake, Mike.
JMD, DMJ, MJD, MDJ.
No.
I don't know about those ones.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, Jake has our synopsis for our latest film.
Do you think it's going to be a Star Wars movie this
Nope.
time?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a comedy.
Well, it kind of was. Solo, a Star Wars story.
So cool.
Wait, they use the same one. They use the same, like Rogue One was a Star Wars story.
That's how they're marketing
Lame.
the one-offs.
Lame. Disney. Lame.
Young Han Solo finds adventure when he joins forces with a gang of galactic smugglers and a 190-year-old Wookiee named Chewbacca. Indebted to the gangster Drayden Voss, the crew devises a daring plan to travel to the mining planet Kessel to distill a batch of valuable...
Cookies.
Yeah, sure.
Of energy.
Coaxium. In need of a fast ship, Solo meets Lando Calrissian, the suave owner of the perfect vessel for the dangerous mission, the Millennium Falcon.
Great Donald Glover.
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. Okay, 2018 top 10. Number 1, Infinity War at $2.04 billion. Black Panther, Jurassic World, Incredibles 2, Aquaman, Bohemian Rhapsody. How do you say that?
Rhapsody.
You said it right.
Yeah.
Okay. Venom, Mission Impossible. I don't know which one that one was, but it was Mission Impossible. Deadpool 2 and Fantastic Beasts 2 with 653.7 million.
Solo
made.
wasn't in the top 10?
No, the only Star Wars movie that wasn't in the top 10.
What was the number 10? How much?
Fantastic Beasts was 653.7 million made.
This is bad. All right, so our stats on this one is budget was $275 million.
Oh, wow. Wait, 275?
$275 million.
They didn't even make a profit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because they had to redo this one.
Opening weekend in the U.S., $84 million. Bad.
Yeah.
Total in the United States, $213 million, so still not even making the budget back. The worldwide, $392 million. So
It made its money.
So number 10 was what, 600 and something?
653.
653, so almost half of, or just,
Yeah.
less. 60% less, 40% less. Anyway, so budget $275 million, profit of $392, resulted in a profit of only 143%. Bad.
And I know we're going to talk more about this in our next section, but the release date where we see the top 10 and no way is anybody going to be, because everybody was in that whole Avengers, Marvel universe, they're
Black
totally,
Panther.
Black Panther, Infinity War, and then, there's so much that they had to do.
Yeah.
Quite the competition.
Yeah. So, even there, but we'll talk more about that in our next section. Awesome. Okay, so Solo, Star Wars movie. What did you guys think of it? Okay, so when you first watched it, what was the first thing the first things that came to you the first time you watched it?
It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
So your expectations were way too high.
Possibly. Now, the guy I went with,
Yeah.
we went, and he just thought it was the greatest Star Wars movie ever.
Really?
And he wouldn't get out of my car until I agreed with him, but I couldn't agree with him.
So how long was he in your car for?
Well, it was just like 5 minutes, but I was like, I gotta go to work tomorrow. You gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it was a fun movie.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, the worst thing I can say about it is the kid isn't Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Uh-huh. What do you think?
The kid, well, I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
From the very first time you watched it, it was awesome.
Oh yeah, in the theater, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the beginning maybe was a little slow when they
Yeah.
had the driving. They were getting chased. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I thought it was a good one. I enjoyed it. Maybe I wasn't going there like. I think it's a little easier for me to like it because I wasn't expecting. Okay, I'm going to learn so much about Solo. Maybe I'm going to learn this. What are the? Nah, I just was like, this is a good movie.
Yeah, like I remember watching it and I thought, it's not bad. Like it's not a great movie, but I've put it towards more of like a New Hope, where New Hope was funny and fun, but it wasn't like this serious tone, and it was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you learn about his whole thing of the parsecs, and where he's like, well, if you round down, right?
Yeah.
Is it rounding down? It's 12.
But if you round down, like, it was funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would have been the same movie if those directors hadn't been fired.
Yeah, see, that would be interesting. And, like, it's just like these sometimes missteps.
Yeah.
With this new crop of Star Wars movies that they've been doing. Like, you had Rian Johnson, they feel that they had a misstep with Rian Johnson with The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And then you had the two directors who got fired, and then Ron Howard came in.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, why didn't you just choose Ron Howard from the beginning?
Well,
I do like Chewie, though, in this one. I think, like, them meeting, like, that was really fun to watch them meet.
Especially when he speaks.
Yeah.
When he's going into the mud. And I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Love that.
Yeah.
But now that you've posed the question, I start thinking about it. Was there too much, like, backstory? Like, what was him joining that gang, was that necessary for that story? And going to steal the stuff? I don't know if it was super necessary.
It showed how he wasn't trying to be who he really was. That, no, I'm a bad guy. And his girlfriend, Kira, was like, I know who you are. You're the good guy.
Right.
And he's just like, no.
Yeah. And, like, I agree with that. Like, he definitely the Heart of Gold, where it shows, in the New Hope and in the 4, 5, and 6, he has a good heart.
Yeah.
But then, he's trying to be something that he's not, and he's not he's not a smuggler, and he tries to be, and he uses his tongue to get out of it, and then also you see him being willing to drop things, so that then you understand, that he probably drops things with Jabba. That's why he gets in trouble with Jabba.
Well, that's exactly what happened with Jabba, is he had to drop his cargo because the Imperial blockade or something.
Yeah.
And you could see that he's a bit quicker to drop it, and then, like, you wouldn't think of that with Woody Harrelson's character. Like, he wouldn't drop it. He would just be like,
Beckett.
okay. Yeah, Beckett.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I'm just going to do this, and he would keep it. I don't know.
Yep.
I just found it interesting with that.
Yeah, the overall story was fun.
Yeah.
I can't say it was a great movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I've seen it 4 times now because I keep giving it more chances, and I like it more every time I watch it.
Yeah. I think this one it has opportunities to grow on you a little bit more than the other ones. Or, if you give it a shot, it will grow and it will progress, and you'll just enjoy it a lot more.
And you told me that this one had
I know
a text scroll. It
I
doesn't.
know, it doesn't. No, and there's a couple things that I've messed up, but yeah. When I was watching it, I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I did that wrong. Oh well. I said that wrong.
That's all right.
I remember hearing that and I'm like, oh, I said that wrong. I said it wrong.
Yeah.
Dang it. But oh well.
So does Canon already tell you about how he gets the Millennium Falcon? Is that already
A legend.
A legend. Okay.
Yes.
Is Legend the way they use this? Or the way he gets it in this one?
He does win it from Lando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the game involved dice, and that's why he keeps the pair of dice.
Okay.
See,
so
that would make sense more.
Yes, okay.
Way more with
Way
the
more
dice
sense.
thing. Because, I was sitting there and I was like, what's the thing with the dice, man? Because you have the dice. I didn't even know that. Were they in? They were in the originals?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. And then Luke gives them to Leia in Last Jedi. I'm like, okay, what is with these dice? And then you see it in that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the Legends way of how he won the Millennium Falcon. Is he beat him in dice?
That would make more sense than cards.
Well, not necessarily.
Kind of. No?
Not necessarily. I mean, I liked how that played out, where he takes his cheat card away from him.
Yeah.
That's good.
Who do you think stole this movie?
Childish Gambino.
Oh, yeah. He was great. Donald Glover, if most of you don't know his rap name is Childish Gambino.
You see, I didn't know his real name.
Donald Glover. Or Troy from
Community.
He did a great job on that one.
Love Community.
Yeah. So you think he stole it? He stole all of it?
He was the most perfect of the castings.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I thought the bad guy, the one with the face thing, Paul Bellamy, I thought he did really good. Bettany. I thought he did really good.
Yeah.
But Lando was, and Woody Harrelson did a really good job.
But Woody
Beckett.
Harrelson was just Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, that's true. I can't really.
He didn't really
The range isn't
change that much about.
So he's kind of like Harrison Ford. He never changes his roles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The old man pointing.
You tell me.
Or Tom Cruise, where he has to ride a motorcycle or run every movie.
It's in his contract. But yeah, it's just a movie. It was a good heist story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I liked the Kessel Run part.
Yeah. And the last two movies with Solo and with The Last Jedi, where they dealt with fuel.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, understandable, and then I like that, because you see the practicality of the of realness in it.
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
sense. But yeah, and then I did like his switch, that him baiting Beckett, him telling the whole plan, and then just reversing it a little. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was just a fun movie. That's pretty much what I can say about it. And the worst thing I can say is he wasn't Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
that kid is funny. Have you ever seen Hell Caesar?
Oh, I love that movie. And
Mike, have you seen
it?
You need to watch Hell Caesar just for his part.
You gotta write this down. Hail Caesar.
Yeah.
That one's funny. He's funny in
it. It's hilarious. If it were possible. But it shows that the humor came naturally in this, where it didn't in The Last Jedi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel that they, it wasn't forced.
Yeah.
And like we talked about with The Last Jedi, it felt forced at times, and then there were times in the movie where it wasn't. But this one, it felt natural. I felt he did a really good job as a comedic, like kind of small, his comedy when he was asked to do. He did it well, I thought. I also liked, so sometimes I just kind of watch people in my life. And especially in movies, like when people run or do physical activity, it's kind of easy for me to like see things. And Chewie, I don't know if he ran very much, but the original Chewie, you can kind of tell that he was really tall.
Yeah.
And not much of a runner.
No,
not much of a runner.
not much of a runner.
Not much of a runner at all. But this little guy, definitely. It was like, oh man, he runs pretty cool.
Yeah,
So that's all I
he's
thought.
that. I think he's Finnish.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's like 6'11" or something.
Yeah. And so, like, to me, I'm like, oh yeah, I like him. I personally like this. Well, all you hear is his voice, whatever.
But you like the body acting.
Yeah, the body acting. I think he does a really good job with it, personally speaking.
It looked real detailed
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
So, like, it was kind of like almost unrealistic to the other Chewbacca
Oh, yeah?
in 4, 5, 6 because it was just super realistic. So
Yeah.
it felt unrealistic because it was so realistic.
Yeah.
As unrealistic as the Wookiees he meets in the Spice Mines.
Oh, yeah.
Those Wookiees are weird.
Yeah.
They look like they had Planet of the Apes makeup.
Yeah.
I know.
It was strange.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought, like, it was very good in that sense. But, like, those Wookiees,
Yeah.
like...
Did they run out of budget for makeup and costumes?
Maybe it was really good CGI that we couldn't tell was CGI.
But do you think that's the last of the Wookiees? Because didn't they... Okay, in Revenge of the Sith...
No. I've read the books. I know what happened to the Wookiees.
What book is that?
It's the Aftermath series.
Okay. I'm going to have to
Glad Jake's here.
learn more about that.
Yeah.
Because right now I'm listening to Darth Plagueis in whatever book series that is. Or book.
Okay.
Listening to Darth Plagueis. Okay. Is there anything besides the Harrison Ford? It's not Harrison Ford. Do you think it would have been nice to have a cameo of Harrison Ford in this?
No.
No?
No.
Not even from the beginning?
It wouldn't make sense.
Well, how about this? I'm just asking. If they kind of did at the beginning of the movie, where he's like, oh, like someone asked how he started,
No.
and then he did a flashback? No?
No.
Could it have worked for it or no? I'm just wondering on it.
Why?
I don't know why. I'm just asking if it could have worked.
It could have worked, but why?
Okay.
So is that like...
Just so that Harrison Ford can earn more money. That's all. That's all I want him to do.
So basically, we could have had Harrison Ford put baby Han Solo in an orphanage and be like, "Sorry, kid," and walk away.
Yes. We want. Did you ever watch? Did you watch that video where the guy said before Solo came out? He said something like, "Please, when you make this movie, don't make it his last name just because he's Solo. Use Solo as his last name." And like it happened that way. You're like, what?
I was okay with that.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me.
It didn't. Okay.
No.
I was just wondering. Just wondering on that one. What did you think of him getting his gun? His famous gun. Hip
I
shooter.
thought it was interesting that he didn't get it on his own, that it was given to him.
Wasn't it a part of Beckett's gun? He had to take it apart and
Beckett took it apart and threw it
It
to
was
him.
part of the
Part of the rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically it was his gun.
Yeah.
Because Beckett took it off of him.
Yeah.
But,
So.
yeah. Like, you knew that he was an Imperial peon before he joined the rebellion.
Whoa. How did you know that?
He talks about it.
He does?
Yeah.
When? Dude,
Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
books. I don't know. I just know that
He talks about it, so you
that-
know.
that's established canon
Oh.
that he served in the Empire.
So, really, Finn, they tried to do Finn as Han Solo.
No. Poe Dameron was
Poe Dameron is?
the hotshot pilot. Who
Hotshot pilot, yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to talk about that.
we will.
We will. We definitely will.
Yeah.
Because I have, yeah. Okay, so what would be your? Is there anything else we want to talk about with Solo?
The bad guys who are chasing Beckett, the pirates.
Who are they called?
Uh,
NFS or
Nephis?
Emma's Nest or something.
yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of them?
It was surprising that they were a sub of the rebellion.
Yeah, they were the beginning of the rebellion. Right?
They were the beginning of their part of the rebellion.
So they're part of the rebellion.
Think
plus,
back to Rogue One. All those groups around the table. They weren't all one.
No, they weren't.
Yep.
So they were in. They were like a small part. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm assuming they became a much bigger part because they became all of a sudden very rich. But
Very rich.
So they were stealing it for their own cause.
Yeah.
And Beckett was stealing it for Dryden, who is
Crimson
working-
Dawn.
Crimson Dawn, and who is the head of Crimson Dawn?
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
But
yeah.
he doesn't call himself Darth anymore. He just Maul.
Maul.
Really?
Watch Rebels.
I'm gonna get there. I'm still on the Clone Wars.
Yeah. So the ship that he makes up to gamble away,
Yeah.
the VCX 100, that's the type of ship they fly in Rebels.
Oh.
Cool.
And Rebels is canon.
Yes, it is.
So many things to watch for Star Wars.
Yeah. Lots and lots of things.
There's
But
a
Mike's the
lot.
only one who's watched the Christmas special.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But I did it. I did it, folks.
Yeah.
It was amazingly terrible, but I did it.
Wow. So, do we have anything else to talk about? I mean,
Well,
the
we'll have the cliffhanger key moment, scene stealer. But like your scene stealer was definitely Lando. Who was your scene stealer?
Well, I might change it.
Okay, but who do you think? Who was your scene stealer?
I don't know who my. I don't.
Who did you love in this movie?
Who did I love? Well, I loved Han, but that's me. And then okay? Explain to me why Harrison Ford. What does that mean? When you're like, oh, Han needs to be Harrison Ford. Well, how can he? He's 75 years old. Explain yourself.
Watch episode 1 and how easy it was for Harrison Ford to play
A young Harrison Ford.
a Han Solo.
Yeah, okay.
And this kid tries. It's just not the same.
It's not the same. But I don't know. Maybe you're thinking too hard, and I'm not thinking hard
Han Solo
enough.
is my favorite character, so I'm going to pay more attention to this movie than because
to me, Han Solo, that's just character development. That's who he was as a kid, and it's different than what he is as an adult.
yeah.
I don't know. That's me not thinking very hard. I enjoyed.
See, like, I can see Han Solo being a little like Harrison Ford having an easy time with it, but like at the same time, like I felt this guy did a good job too.
Well,
like,
I think he did a good job.
I don't know though, but like I wouldn't say that Harrison Ford is this like marvelous actor. You know what I mean? He's good. I wouldn't say he's this marvelous actor. So it's like, but at the same time, I do like him in roles.
How dare you?
I do like him in roles. But like, I felt that this guy, it was believable that he was a young Han. That to me, it was just believable for me. But you are different than I am.
And don't get me wrong, he did a good job.
Yeah.
It's just I had a hard time accepting it at the beginning.
Yeah. And I can understand that.
Where Childish Gambino just sat at in Lando's seat, Billy D. Williams' seat, and took over.
Oh, and like to me,
and the Finnish kid is doing a very good job with Chewbacca.
To me, Childish Gambino is like, well, that's Lando. Like I know Billy D. Williams is Lando, but Childish Gambino is Lando. You know what I mean? Because he did take a role, and Billy Dean is good, but Childish Gambino was just that much better than him as Lando Calrissian.
I'm going to disagree, but
you may disagree.
He did a really good job. I don't think either one's better than the other one.
Okay.
He was skinny. He was too skinny. He needed some fat on him.
Go watch Empire Strikes Back again.
That's all I could think of. His outfit seemed too big for him. It just seemed like
really?
He seemed like a little kid.
I did like the droid though.
L3?
L3. She was awesome.
Is that your scene stiller?
Ooh, L3, that is a good one.
Because I think it's the combination of Lando and L3 that stole the scenes they were in.
And then also, like, every time I watch, now that I watch the Millennium Falcon, like, I just think of L3. Oh, she's in the guidance system.
Yeah.
That's all I think. With it, you know?
That was a fun way to, because what was it? It was The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Where C-3PO's talking to the ship's computer, and he's like, your computer has a weird manner. And so it makes sense because it's L3, and you saw
the computer.
the Liberator.
Yeah.
Rebellion! Like, the whole Kessel Run part of it is by far the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before and after that, it's a little, I mean, the handoff and the final was cool, and I'm glad that he shot Beckett without.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Without Beckett even pulling his gun out.
Yeah.
So true. Did Chewie get his crossbow in this one?
No, it didn't show him with it.
Did it show him? That would be the only question I have. How did he
if this would have done better, we probably would have seen that.
What weapon did he have? Because all I saw him do was put on the cool bullets. But did he actually have a gun? I mean, it has these cool shells.
Yeah.
They're sitting at the campfire. He puts on those shells, and I go, "Cool. Where's his gun?"
I just watched it yesterday.
I watched it, but
I watched it yesterday too.
Netflix.
Yay.
I don't know if
don't go to Disney Plus because it says it's not available until a year from now, something like that.
I hear it's supposed to be the end of this month. But
I can't remember. Because I remember clicking on something, like on one of them.
Trailer.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, trailer. I'm like, wait, the trailer?
Yeah, because that's what I did.
Still on Netflix.
Yeah. Did you have a scene stealer in this? Oh, well, no.
Scene stealer?
Han was your scene stealer, right?
Yeah, I love Han. I thought it was great.
The combination of Lando and L3.
Okay. What would have been your cliffhanger?
When Kira's flying away in the ship.
Yeah, that's
for me.
Probably mine, too.
I would say mine would be Darth Maul. Like, or Maul. Just because it was like, oh, what has he been up to for a long time? He's been gone for a while.
You'll get there in Clone Wars.
Yeah. Okay. And then a key moment. The key moment of the movie. Or what was your key moment?
Well, I think when Kira comes back, at least for Han,
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're alive, but now you're with this crappy, like, it's the whole story changes because that's what he leaves, separated from her. His whole goal is to see her again, and there she is. And I don't know, that kind of changed the dynamic a little bit.
Okay.
Probably when he shoots Beckett.
I thought a key moment and a wonderful moment is when it's an awesome moment is when Han and Chewie get in the Millennium Falcon pilot.
Oh,
when they punch it into
when like
both their hands are going up at the same time.
You have Han just sitting there. Kira's her co-pilot.
Oh,
and
okay.
Then it's like they ask how old he is, and he's like, or he does something, and they're like, "How old are you?" Like 190. What? And then she's like, "Chewie." And then he gets in there, and then you get the music, like whatever music it was, and you're just like, "Oh, that's an awesome moment." To me, that was like a very key moment of the movie.
That was like it had good parts to it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not a bad movie.
No,
I just can't say it's a great movie.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, where would you put it? Like mid, like number 5, number 6 in the movies that we've been doing. You know, maybe mid-pack.
It's better than 1 and 2. I can tell you that.
We're gonna have to talk about people's rankings of these movies because they're fascinating.
You know, it's interesting. I was talking with a patient at work on Friday about it. They've been watching, her and her husband watching Star Wars, going through it with Disney Plus.
Yeah,
and it's just fun to hear her same thing. She's like watch. She knew that 1 was terrible.
Yeah.
When she first saw it a long time ago, and she's like, I still hate it.
Yep.
But it was just, I can't believe when you talk about Star Wars too. So many people love it, and so many people have, and close. From what I've learned, if they're a true diehard Star Wars fan, basically Jake, they have the same everything that she said. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to Jake. It's a female Jake. She was like, Empire Strikes Back was the best, and it's because of this. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy.
Interesting.
It was interesting. It was fun to talk to her.
Okay, so here's the cliffhanger from the magazine. Frankly, it's the one we very well may never see. The follow-up story between Han and
Kira.
Kira.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
Kira. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because when she flies off,
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened?
Well, but he's going to Jabba the Hutt. Because that's where, like, to me, like, because they said, well, there's a gangster on Tatooine. And that's Jabba.
And you don't think the crime syndicates don't fight against each other and run jobs against each other?
No, they do. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
And then the key moment, the first meeting between the enslaved Chewie and his edible prey, Han, proves remarkable and harrowing in any language.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
They finally did one right.
They're doing one better. Yeah, this is great.
Scene Stealer, Lando, with Glover going one better than Billy D. Williams with his heart and determination.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I thought that one was... Oh.
One other thing, the Beckett's crew at the beginning, did you recognize the voice of the alien?
It's Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
Favreau.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
And you'll never have a better nap than on a Wookiee's lap.
So funny.
Yeah.
And then I love that exchange where he's like, they're my friends. And Chewie says something. It's like, no, it was because of me, not you, me. And you're like, nope.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, that was it.
I think that's good.
Okay. So please rate, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you thought of Solo, Star Wars movie. What was your cliffhanger? What was your key moment? And what was your scene stealer? So thank you. Have a great day. Bye.